Today, we're going to figure out how to hit a sports bet. We're going to figure out how to find the cash of squad rides. This is Behind the Lines. Disney adults scare the shit out of me. They need to be put on a list. Look, you go on a family trip to Disney every once in a while, once a year, sure. As long as you're not rocking the Mickey Mouse ears and you don't got the satchel with the pins,
you know they've
okay.
all got those, dude.
Yo, Rav, you buying back in? He says he thinks he's buying back in, which means fades.
Wow.
The Steelers, again, the system is 100% profitable. Those do not grow in trees, folks. So if you want to get involved, all you got to do is fade a Steelers fan. Find a Steelers fan, number one. Number two, fade them. Cereal is one of the fakest sharp foods you can eat. Big Breakfast has forced cereal down our throats for years, and I'm on to it. If you don't see me on this show tomorrow, you know who did it. It's Big Breakfast. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Friday, episode 851 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Pikkit Sports. If you're not using Pikkit to track your bets, what are you doing? Change your life. Start tracking your bets over there on Pikkit today. I promise once you do, you're going to keep using that app, W-App, W-Pikkit, W-Chats, L-BTL boys. Vibes are low right now. Cannot buy a play, cannot buy a winner, cannot buy a straight bet, cannot buy a prize pick square, cannot buy a squad ride to save our lives. Let's go ahead and get the recaps over with here. Squad ride.
That should play end up. Soul-sucking first half. Could have just taken the Rockets and been Jeff.
Yep. Jackson, I'm with you, man. Need a winner so my kids can eat crabs. Yep.
That would be huge.
I don't have any kids, but if I did, I'd be in the same boat. Same boat. Twitch chat, how we doing? We got a couple subbies coming in here. Line Shopper, 108. It's BTL Friday. W's. Appreciate you, Line Shopper. J Bat's getting involved as well on a resub. Appreciate you guys. W resubs. Yep. Let's go ahead and recap the Sharp report yesterday. See how we did overall. Jovan, pretty good. 3-2. We take that.
Yeah.
Swept your squares.
Did do that.
W's.
Chow pork.
Yep. We were a Kucherov empty netter away from hitting a Sharp report format.
Yeah, that was soul-sucking.
0 for 3 on straight bets. Just 3 terrible straight bets. Chattanooga got destroyed. Middle Tennessee State got obliterated. Towson never had a pulse. 3 dog shit bets.
Wagler squared
sick
view,
of it.
though. Square view.
Couldn't care less about the one green square on there. The one green play. Pissed that Kucherov cost us the Sharp Report 4-man. Sure, some people in the chat had that locked in, and I sold. I apologize. Now I got to spin the wheel because I promised you guys Kucherov was going to go less than, and I said if he doesn't go less than, I would spin the wheel, and of course, he gets an empty netter for his second point. W added the fake sharps to Bookit. Been watching this, guys, in the mornings for a couple years. W like lightning. Yes, very excited to have the Jen and Steak on board. If you guys weren't hip, if you weren't watching their stream earlier today, they're going to start doing their stream on the Bookit Sports Twitch and YouTube starting on Monday. Very excited about that. That's a W. Okay?
Huge
Massive W. Okay? If you haven't watched their show yet, it's very entertaining. You guys should enjoy it. Okay? Steak is just absolutely dialed in the NBA. DeGen's hilarious. So very, very excited to watch that show before BTL every single morning. Okay? Dubs.
Let's go.
Awesome. We have a Super Bowl party coming up. Let's see how many RSVPs we're at right now. Very curious.
Quick peep.
We are at 134 RSVPs. So we have about, 66 spots left, give or take. If you're coming on Super Bowl Sunday, if you're joining us for the Super Bowl party at Backyards in Dallas, even if you're not local, check flights. I think you'd be pretty surprised how cheap they are around this time right now. So 2 airports down here, no excuses. Okay, plenty of flights, plenty of opportunities to join us for the Super Bowl. We're giving you 2 free drink tickets. We're giving you free food. We're going to feed you guys. Free dessert bar. Plenty of food options as well. You guys are going to be absolutely blessed. I've heard all the food options we got. It's certainly going to be a cheat day for me. So I'm going to be probably not eating much that week because I'm going to absolutely feast at the Super Bowl party. When we're boozing, drinking, hanging out with you guys. Join us. Even if you're not local, make a move. I've had people in my DM saying, yo, Krabs, thinking about pulling up. Please do. Pull up. Join us. Let's sweat out the Super Bowl. Let's make some money on the Patriots. Okay? Dubs. J2 Tall getting involved. 5-stream streak. We appreciate you, bro. This might be a record. The one and only Casper, 115 stream streak.
Good golly.
115.
Good golly.
That might be history right there in the making, folks. W resup. Or W stream streak, excuse me. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and recap King of the Board. At least there's some green there.
Yeah, W Pork.
Yeah, W Michael Porter. Goots put his foot down and said we should take Martinelli.
That was people.
Could have listened as well. That would have been just as free, just as easy. So good call there, Goots.
Yep.
Good to see the Yap boys get on the board as well. Looks like they're 1-3. We're 2-2. Let's finish the week strong. Yeah, well, they can at least tie.
Yeah.
They can die.
Okay.
It's the best they can do, but we're
Yep.
hitting the square today anyway, so it's not going to matter.
Yep. Dubs. All right. Let's move. Amazon Prime Pack.
That was just. We lost the second. We couldn't craft it on stream.
We lost the second. We put SGA over in this lineup.
I mean, technically, we lost the second. We put Chris Middleton in the lineup because that was the first one.
Sure. What are we doing putting SGA more than points in a BTL lineup? That is not what we do.
I mean, shit was so cake anyway.
That is not what we do.
So cake.
I apologize for having a goat more than in there. That shit doesn't hit. That's on me. I apologize. Okay? Not BTL. Not us. Dog shit play. Middleton might have been worse. And that was the most popular square on Prize Picks. Embarrassing, lazy, shit lineup. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
GH.
We'll run that back next week. Okay? Speaking of what we're going to run back next week, you guys are going to be hearing a lot about Manscaped. Do we have a promo code yet? No. Do we have some really cool products from Manscaped? Yeah, we do. We got the beard hedger right here. We got the body buffer right here as well. We've got the dome shaver and all their cool tools, gadgets, and gizmos. If you're not using the lawnmower, grow up in the Big 2-6. It'll change your life. I'm telling you right now. Check out Manscaped. We'll get you a promo code soon. We're working on it, I think. We'll get you guys a promo code here soon. We can get you guys a discount, save you guys some money. Okay? W's. Appreciate you guys. W Manscaped as well. Hair is starting to grow back, I will say.
Time to come in.
I mean, that dome shaver absolutely destroyed. Still pretty shiny, not gonna lie.
Yeah, still shining a little bit.
Still laying a plane on that fucking hairline, but we got some hair coming in, boys. We got some hair.
That's huge.
Yep. Massive. All right, Dubs, let's move. There should be some articles up on the website later today as well, guys. I will have one up just like every single day. So check out the website later today for some articles, okay? Appreciate you guys. And again, you can RSVP for the Super Bowl party on the website. Cool? Cool.
Massive.
Let's dive right in. And let's talk about some Sharp Report plays. We got to spin the wheel. I apologize.
Leading off with that?
Yeah, let's just get it over with. We got to spin the wheel, or I have to spin the wheel, excuse me, because I told you guys Kucherov would not go more than his 1.5 points. He did with an empty netter. Most people would probably complain, take the day off, say, oh, poor me. No, shit square. Good play for me. I apologize. Everybody out there who tailed that. It cost us a lineup. Unacceptable. Lazy square. Fading a goat. 1.5 points. Shit square. Should have capped for it. So, yeah, it is what it is. I apologize. And now I got to spin the wheel. Let's come up with some new punishments. Okay? Please help us out. If you guys have any ideas, now is the time. What is this spin? Yeah, I kind of just explained it. It's for giving out a dog shit square yesterday. And just dog shit plays the last, week or two. Embarrassingly bad plays in squares.
Commodore Dasher.
Like, I have no energy for this after just feeding cake for the entire week. Now I got to brainstorm punishments for myself. This sucks. Tail the yap for a week. Sure, put that down. I'll tail the nod pod for a week. Although, they are absolutely dominating. So that might actually be a W. But knowing my luck, as soon as I start tailing, that shit'll be cake. Absolute cake. Shave your head. I think I'm good, Guru Griff. Thank you. Appreciate that one. Great idea, though. Great thought. No tattoos. Nope. Not getting any tattoos. Not doing any more, bodily punishments. I'm 27 years old. I don't need to be doing that shit. Okay? Go to spring training and cut in front of the kids for autographs. God, that's a lot of work, but that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
God,
wear a dress on stream. Why would you want to see that?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
A little weird to want that, to be honest. You can't bash Aaron Judge all season. Put that on there.
That's just simply not going to happen. We know that's not going to happen.
All right. Any better ideas? All ears. Waiting for them.
Smoothies for a week.
Need some goop.
I'm not going to a furry convention, Snacks. Come on, man. Buy Bronny shoes. Put it on there.
No, you can't do that. You can't buy his shoes. No.
That's on Brownie.
Yeah. His shoes are special editions of LeBron's. They're personal to him.
Nuke one underdog a day for a week. Okay. Underdog every day. Put that on there. Polar plunge. Bro, I don't think they do that in Texas. There's no water.
Polar plunge.
I think we've probably already missed that, to be honest.
Yeah, we did.
Panda Express for breakfast for an entire week? No. Yeah, Middle Tennessee State was just a terrible play, Risings. I apologize. I sincerely apologize for that. Embarrassing. Terrible. Terrible play.
What about you have to take Judge more than in a lineup every game of the World Baseball Classic?
How many games is that?
They go all the way. It's what? 7?
Yeah.
Maybe a little less.
There's what, 4?
Yeah.
I think 4 in pool play and then
Yeah, and then
elimination.
yeah.
Turner Mac, I already have to go to the Yankees home opener, brother. Yeah, we could do that. Back Judge in the WBC. Let's do
And only overs and favorites day.
only overs and favorites.
Goose gets to randomly enact.
Only overs and only favorites day.
I
That
get
really
to
move the
what,
needle?
Javon?
There's just one day that you tell Krabs in advance he can only take overs and favorites.
Yeah, so I get to decide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do spicy wing challenge. Somebody said food challenge at a Texas restaurant. Let's do like a spicy wing challenge or something like that.
You want
Maybe
to do
try the super spicy ones from Pluckers that
you wanna do
you can
the-
sign a waiver for.
the favorite green chart day?
I think we should do over day.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know,
I-
favorites, I don't think we need to involve. I
Okay.
think we just do
Yeah.
overs.
Over.
Overs only.
Overs only day, and I tell you when it happens.
Yep. V8 for a week, every day on stream. V8 week.
Not even a punishment. He likes it.
Yeah.
Review the Applebee's mac and cheese burger.
Oh
Dude,
my
no.
God.
We got Sade coming in, giving a 5-unit whale. Thank you, Sade. Appreciate you, boss.
Shout out, Sade.
Appreciate you, boss. Sade, hope you tailed that less than 3s. Squad Ride has to come back to Twitch. Nope, dog shit idea.
Or
Dog shit idea. Wear your socks on your hands for a day? Is that the best you guys have?
That was a real suggestion.
Is that the best you got?
I mean, that's horrid.
Sign up for a half marathon. How many miles is that?
Uh,
13.1.
26.2 for the full. So yeah.
I don't know if I could do it.
You have to DM Zach Campbell every day until he comes on the show.
Does he even have a Twitter?
I think so.
Nah.
You can do it on Instagram too.
Nah.
There's a Zach Campbell movie.
There's a
Twitter
Zach
account.
Campbell fan Twitter account. You can do it on Instagram though.
W Risings, he says Speedo at the Super Bowl party. That's not happening, but I appreciate the stream streak.
What about you have to caddy for Trent when they go golfing?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I like that.
Sure. Yeah. Take UVA basketball to win the Natty. You can put that on there.
Sweat of you.
Go to Disney with Mickey Mouse ears.
Check the YouTube chat. I am, bro.
Vegetarian for a month. Smoke 6 cigarettes in 1 hour.
Okay.
Tail the top 2 pop tab plays for a whole week.
That might make you disintegrate. Literally Thanos snapped.
Should I do the half marathon one?
If you want. Ponder it.
Let's do it. Put it on there.
Okay. Half.
How many are in there?
That one's definitely going to win, too, because usually the worst punishment wins. Not doing a bong rip on stream.
Nope. Oh, yeah, you can do a 5K.
5K is too easy, bro.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
No Nats gear for a week. That'd be tough. We could do no Nats week.
Again.
Yep.
No Nats week. I don't know if that flies now, though. In January.
Any better ideas are welcome.
Well, we can move it to March or April.
Yeah. Judge bobblehead on the shelf.
Have to buy that on eBay.
Yeah. Judge bobblehead on shelf until he goes less than his home runs.
I like that.
All right, we can do that.
That's 10.
All right.
You let me know when to spin it, Krabs.
Go ahead. Please, no marathon.
Nod pods
Wow,
for a
okay.
week.
No.
That could be a W, honestly. That could be either really bad or really good.
No.
Gonna be really bad now.
And is that we going to start that next week, Monday
Yes,
through Friday?
start that Monday through Friday.
Is there a Yap today?
There is?
There is.
Yeah.
Maybe it could start today.
Could if you wanted.
Yeah, we'll start it Monday. Do it Monday through Friday.
Sounds good.
All right. Awesome.
Spin
Jutes
it.
and Krabs need to change places for a week.
Spin it one more time, see what it gets. Trent Caddy.
Oh,
Thank
that one
God.
would have been goated,
That would have
dude.
been
I
so
wanted that one
good.
to win so bad.
Yep.
All right.
That would have been the best one.
Best one.
Let's get into the sharp report for today. Let's try to find some winners. I mean, I'm in the coldest stretch of my entire life. So bear with me. I'm trying new things. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm labbing. I'm trying to take different angles, different avenues, and everything I take is just fucking cake. So, yeah, I apologize. We'll start out with Princeton. Plus 5.5 on the spreads against Cornell. A little Ivy League game for you guys here today. Princeton, they're starting to come on here a little bit. They've won 3 of their last 5 after a tough start. They did get Dalen Davis back, their best player after missing pretty much all of December. He's hit the ground running in January. He's been really, really effective for this team. By far their best player. They might not have a, what's the guy's name on Florida? Came from Princeton.
David Lee.
They might not have a Xavion Lee. But they do have Dalen Davis, who's a pretty solid junior, and a couple other guys as well. Kind of want to buy low on this Princeton Tigers team. It's very well coached. They've been a wagon in the Ivy League for the last decade or so. They've been pretty much a lock to win this conference the last couple of years. While times are changing, doesn't mean they're not still good. I still think they're one of the better teams in this conference. Record-wise, we can't really see it yet. We haven't seen it yet this season. They've really struggled. They've lost to Dartmouth. They lost to Harvard. They're losing these games on the road. They cannot buy a win on the roads. And this Princeton team, it's a good time for them to buy low on. Coming off a win against Brown, I like that they have their star back, Davis, who's been hooping of late. I think he's coming off of 22 points against Brown. He's had 17 or more points in 3 of his last 5 games since returning in January. So good time to buy low on Mr. Dalen Davis and the Princeton Tigers and fade a Cornell team that's coming off of back-to-back wins in their last 2 games. Cornell has also beaten Princeton 3 of the last 4 times they've played. So if you want to sell high on Cornell, the Big Reds, coming off an outright win against Harvard on the roads and an outright win against Brown on the roads, now is the time to do it. Back Princeton, grab the points. Crazy that we're seeing Princeton getting 5.5 points in an Ivy League game. If I would have told you that a year or 2 ago, you'd say there's no chance. They're a favorite in every game. I think they start to return to dominance here, and it starts tonight. Big time win on the road outright, but I'll take the points on the spreads.
Sure. Good on that. Go to the
All right.
Ivy.
What are you cooking up over there?
I'm going to take UNLV. I'm going to
Cool.
take them early because I'm a little worried about a team like them kind of staying in this game for the entirety of it. But you got Nevada. Nevada was very, very fortunate that Grand Canyon in the last game that they won in an OT game. Grand Canyon was there are a couple of injuries that I guess dropped right before the game, so they're super short-handed. They needed like Jaden Henley and Dusty Stromer played 44 minutes, and Mekhi Williams right behind him, 43 minutes, and that's an elevation out there in Nevada. So I mean that's a tough situation for them to be in, and Nevada got the win in overtime. The first half was pretty ugly for a majority of it. Strong defense, and really the only offense that GCU had for a while was their big man F.A. Demerol, who had like a crazy Linsanity run at the start of the game where he was getting offensive boards and putting it back up, and he was dominating. He looked like Shaq. Tailed off for a while, and then Elijah Price got into a little bit of foul trouble for a bit. But UNLV, much faster team, of course, than Grand Canyon is, and much faster team than a lot of the teams that Nevada has played and will play in the Mountain West. So I think they can come out hot and make them uncomfortable, like especially after an OT game, a super emotional game, one of your bigger wins, really, that you've had the entirety of the season. Definitely, I would say their biggest win in conference play so far. You can argue probably Colorado State on the road too. But I think they come out and punch them in the mouth early and keep this game close. UNLV is not like a great three-point shooting team for as fast of a team as they are, but they're filled with like very athletic guards that can all slash, can all get to the rim. They have guys that can defend Elijah Price as well because they're more athletic than like a Demeril or a lot of the other bigs they've faced is. So I think this is the perfect scenario for them to at least stay in the game early. Maybe the shooting tracks off at the end. Don't want to get involved with full game, but I do think in the first half, they kind of punch them in the mouth a little bit.
W10 unit sub whale from State. State coming in, getting involved, dropping a 10 unit sub whale.
Steak.
Spending some of those underdog of the day coins from the NBA in the Twitch. Let's go, Steak.
Beautiful.
Happy to have you and DeGen on board, my man. Very excited for Monday. Okay. Awesome. All right, let's move. WSL Job Jovan. I got another straight bet here for you guys. Give me Michigan on the ML. Seen a lot of people in the chat saying Happy Krabs is on Michigan. Michigan State's free. Sounds good. Michigan on the ML. They should not be a favorite on the road at this point. And Sparty has been great. They've been honestly probably better than Michigan of late. Michigan has not covered a game, I don't think, this entire year. So fading Michigan State, fading Izzo, which I believe is on his birthday. Very crabby move. Taking Michigan here, backing Laura, backing Cadeau, backing Yaxel Lendenborg that has just not shown up in any of these big games at all. At some point, they're going to drop Nuck, and maybe this is a contrarian team. When people least expect it, when they're on the road against a rival at Michigan State, who's been probably the best Michigan State team we've seen in the last 5 or so years. This is the perfect time to fade, and they're getting some line respect as favorites on the road here. I thought it would be a pick 'em, or maybe we'd even see Sparty as a favorite, although they're not ranked as goods. They're right behind them. They've been playing better, looking better, covering more of late. So I'll fade Fears. I'll fade Cohen as well. We'll talk about him a little bit in a moment. And I will fade Michigan State, back Michigan on the ML.
Sure. Out the Wolverines. This does have, forget who said in chat, some triple reverse vibes. Clear, I guess, sharp Twitter play that I've seen more than the other is definitely Michigan State.
Okay.
So it could be after backing them in the sharp spot last time and they won but didn't come through on the spread that you get them now.
Yep. Awesome. W's. What else you cooking up over there? You got another CBB play for the peeps?
I do. I have an under, which is a little scary, I guess, with these two teams, what they can do in offense, especially St. Louis. We've seen them be the greatest three-point shooting team of all time, especially in that game against the Bonnies. But both these teams are great defensive teams. So, like, I think with this game especially, for this to go over, you're probably going to need another Curry performance from St. Louis. And the good thing is, like, the Bonnies really didn't have any inside presence, and they don't have an inside presence. So it kind of allowed St. Louis to kind of do whatever they want. And that's been the story for a lot of the games, frankly, in conference in the A-10 for St. Louis, which is one of the reasons why they're so good. But Dayton actually has been really, really solid in the paint. So, like, they're kind of forcing them out to shoot. And, of course, like, they can spread the floor. It's not a traditional, like, 5-man lineup where your big can't shoot. They have Bravi Avila, who can step out with some of the best big men in the A-10, certainly, but definitely one of the best ones in the mid-majors as far as shooting prowess and spreading the floor. But that's still going to be tough for them to score in the paint, I think, against Dayton. I think this is a low and slow game. Now, I do look at this game and think I really want to take Dayton, to be honest with you, and I'm sure you kind of do too. This has been hyped up as like the hottest ticket. I saw tweets of it yesterday, the hottest ticket like St. Louis has had in this for this game in a billion years. It's one of the most hyped up ones. So I do kind of feel like it's going to be close in the end. I think the reason to that is because St. Louis forces this into a very slow game like they always do with their defense, and Dayton also responds because they can match up pretty well with St. Louis as long as, you know, you don't shoot the living shit out of the ball. But Dayton really can't shoot either. Like, Dayton needs to get to the rim. I don't know how they do that against St. Louis in this game consistently. So this has a makings of a rock fight. And again, it's not a Houston-like rock fight with a 130 total. It's 152.5 because of how well these teams can score. I don't think we're getting that type of game tonight.
Great sell job. I do like Dayton in the spot. I'm with you on that under as well. Nasty under. Here's a nice little nugget from Vegas Tom in the chat. Tom Izzo has a highly successful record on his birthday, boasting a 7-1 records in games played on that date. Notably, Izzo earned his 700th career victory on his 69th birthday with an 81-62 win over Michigan back in 2024. He's 3-0 against rival Michigan on his birthday.
I mean, out of all the irrelevant nuggets I've heard in my day, that one is probably up there with the most.
You don't think the team plays better because it's their coach's birthday?
Probably not, especially against Juwan Howard, Michigan.
Got one more straight bet for you guys. Probably my favorite straight bet of the night, considering I cannot buy a winner in college basketball. I like the Nets in the NBA, plus 2.5 tonight against Utah. Seen a team with the worst record that has not won a game in forever is pretty telling in my opinion here. Barely a dog in this spot on a neutral. They would be a favorite. I'm seeing them down to 1.5 some places as well now. So Utah has at least won more recently. They won a game a week or so ago. Brooklyn has not bought. They cannot buy a win. They have not won a game in forever. They've been covering a little bit. They were close against Denver. They were close against Phoenix. They were close against Boston, but they have not actually pulled out a win, and they also have not beaten the Jazz in 4 of the last 5 times they played the Jazz. So I think this is a perfect smash spot for the Nets, fading a banged-up Jazz team. I believe they're going to be missing some people here. Kevin Love's out. Markkanen been out. Nurkic is probably going to be out here as well. And I think it's probably Brooklyn if Demon plays, which is looking like he's probable now, which is huge. Upgraded from questionable.
He's going to play.
That's massive.
He doesn't play back-to-backs, but he sat yesterday.
Yep. Michael Porter might not play.
Yeah.
You know what? That might be a good thing for the team. He gives me Bradley Beal vibes, where the more he scores, the more he shoots, the worse the team does. So maybe it's a good thing he sits this one out. He's certainly a me guy. I like Brooklyn here in the spot on the road, barely a dog, favorite on a neutral. They shouldn't be a favorite against anybody on a neutral at this point. They can't even buy a win. Give me the Nets.
Shout out. I'll keep you in New York basketball. I'm fading the Knicks, which I really couldn't care less because Denny's questionable. He's been questionable for 2 months. Don't care whether he plays or not. I pretty much planned on taking the Blazers no matter what after they lost to the Wizards, and now they're going to MSG. The Knicks have been like sneakily good, and they've done it on the defensive side of the ball, especially like the last couple games, which has been the most impressive part about it. But if you watch the Knicks, I mean, it takes a absolute insanity run from one of their players, and I guess for example, last game they had the most efficient Mikal Bridges game that he's ever had in his career, and that was. It takes one of those for them to win against like a team that can muck it up and match up with you well, and I think the Blazers can do just that, especially if Denny is able to play. If not, I still think they can do whatever they want and defend that backcourt. But planning on adding on the card really no matter what. Teams lose to the Wizards, you're going to MSG, you're on the road, you're on this little East Coast road trip. What a perfect spot to buy into the dog.
WSL job. Let's cash tonight in the NBA. Love seeing some dogs on your cards. And an under as well. Sure. Awesome. Let's lock in and talk about some squares. Jordan Dunn, 30 stream streak as well. We appreciate you, Jordan Dunn. Awesome. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about some squares. Cohen Carr, who this morning was at 11 points. That's what I had him down on the Sharp Report. Had to change it. Take it as less than 10.5 points in a game I like the under in a game I like Michigan in. He's going to have one tough time scoring down low against this Michigan team. Against Mara, against Diaxel. They have another big man as well, Michigan does, who's an absolute stud. He's going to have one heck of a time going out there and scoring against those guys. If you watch the Nebraska-Michigan game and see how Nebraska scored the basketball in that game, a lot of threes. The forward for Nebraska, Sanford, didn't score at all in the paint. He was pretty much just jacking threes and making them. So in my opinion, Cohen Carr is not able to do that. So he's going to have one tough time scoring in the paint against these behemoths on Michigan, these big body guys who are just, absolute great walls down low. He's not going to be able to score, and that's why his points are getting bumped down at 10.5 when he averages closer to 13 points per game this season. That's a crazy low number. He's been splooging of late as well. It doesn't hurt that he has a green chart. Give me Cohen Carr less than 10.5 points against Michigan tonight. And then I'm fading Tim Hardaway on his points after a great game, a legacy game. Tim Hardaway had, let's see, he had
He's been having a Mike's way for
25 points against Brooklyn
bit.
in that last game. Well, I love the under in this game, in the Clippers and the Nuggets game. I know there's a lot of injuries in this game, and that's probably why this total's so low as well. But seeing a 209 total, seeing a total in the low 200s, not even in the teens, Jovan, in 2026 is absurd. I don't care what the circumstances are. I don't care if there's injuries. I don't care if there's guys resting. I don't care if it's the worst teams in the league. Doesn't matter at all. I don't care if it's the best defensive teams in the league. Does not matter at all. Seeing a total this low is absolutely absurd. And a game you certainly want to be targeting some less thans on the points. You just don't see totals this low in the Big 2-6, and I want to lean into that in this game. And I'll fade Tim Hardaway coming off a legacy game where he dropped 25 points against Brooklyn. I'll take his less than 14.5 points tonight against the Clippers.
Sure. I'm in on that. He is very all or nothing. Like, he's either going to give you 25 and he's seeing absolute beach balls, or you catch him on a great night for a fade, which tonight could be that.
Okay. What are you crafting up over there?
I love an Igor legacy game tonight, which seems criminal to have Nets on the sharp report or Nets players back-to-back nights, but it's back-to-back for a reason. Again, we talked about, or I mentioned, he does not really play back-to-backs for the most part because he's managing plantar fasciitis or whatever it is for his foot injury. So he didn't play last night. I have a feeling that's probably because it was Michael Porter's Super Bowl, and they knew that Michael Porter was taking 30 fucking shots in that game.
Yep.
So they wanted to save him for the back half. So I would not be surprised if Pork doesn't play. But also, you're playing the Jazz, which no Nurkic, no Markkanen. It's been the same story for a couple weeks now, whether they're healthy or not. There's no rim resistance. There's no perimeter defense. So whether it's Igor himself being extremely assertive to the rim, even though he's had like a pretty good uptick in shooting recently, but he wants to get to the rim. He's not a three-point shooter. He could be that too if he wants today, because it's a great matchup for that too. But whether it's him or whether it's him, I guess, dishing off to the bigs that have been tearing up this Jazz defense, he's going to do it all. Like, this is the perfect game for him. If Michael Porter's out, fantastic. We'll probably get some solid CLV on that. If not, I mean, he's still going to be green, I think, damn near in the first half. So perfect time. We got Snell in here. Nah.
Wow, there he is. Oi.
Nah.
What's up, Snell? Hope you're doing well, bro. 13 months straight. An absolute GOAT. Blake Snell, you're him. Very excited for baseball. We talk about it pretty much every day, how much we miss baseball. I'm sure you're enjoying your time off this offseason, but excited to get back out there. Bet on some baseball. I'm sure you're excited to get back out there and strike some fools out.
Yeah.
Right? We've been playing some 2K recently. Played a little bit last night.
We did.
I played like shit.
Dude, I ain't seen Snell ain't been on 2K in years.
He's
man.
He's not locked right now.
He's gearing up for the season, I guess.
He's a family
trying
man
to get
these
himself
days.
ready. Yeah.
He's a family man. He's got other things he's got to worry about. I don't blame him, right? But Snell, if you're trying to get back out there, man, we'll kick Trent off the team in a heartbeat. We'll add you in as the fifth.
No way he's on CFB. Snell, dude. I'd put up 40 on you with the frogs, dog.
Wow.
Snell,
We
the
might need to
Orioles
get a
are
little
coming.
Snell versus Jovan college football matchup.
I don't know if Snell wants that smoke, dude.
Yeah, Javon's nasty at that game. Snell, good to see you, Beast. Hope you're doing well, bro.
Watch
Happy
out for the
Friday.
Orioles now.
Happy Friday. Don't listen to Goots talking about the Orioles. He pretty much just talks about them every day. No need to even acknowledge it. Okay.
Unreal.
Awesome. W Sharp Report 4-man chat. Cohen Carr, less than 10.5 points. Tim Hardaway, less than 14.5 points. Igor Demon, more than 17.5 PRA. Love that square.
Me guy LeBron to hit
And
2
then
threes.
LeBron.
I hope Trent's listening. I get extreme me guy vibes from this game.
Okay.
He wasn't a me guy when the whole world bet on him in his game in Cleveland because it's not his last. Probably won't be his last. So didn't care about it as much as I think people thought. But tonight, LeBron loves just his shitty matchups against really bad teams and really bad defenses. He gets to play your Wizards tonight, Krabs. Wizards are on a back-to-back after honoring John Wall in what felt like probably the brightest moment for the franchise or most exciting. And who knows? It's been some time since they've had anything to be excited about. So coming off of that, kind of think they get porked. But the thing about this, I guess, though, is last couple of games, now you have Bilal Coulibaly back. I think their perimeter defense is going to be much, much better. You can't stop Luka. You can only hope to contain him. But it's probably the only slight strength of the Wizards' defense is Bilal Coulibaly on ball. So I feel like LeBron's going to be a little assertive today, and he's going to have a slew of wing defenders on him that are frankly not very good and have been giving up a lot of 3-point looks. It's probably going to be like Champagny, Trey Johnson, some trio of the bunch. Kaishan George, maybe he'll be involved, but he'll get toasted, so I don't know how long he stays on him.
Okay.
He's going to be pulling from deep today. This is like one of the reddest squares in the app, of course, because he hasn't been shooting very much and or making them, but he's been pulling up from the wing where the Wizards just so happen to get absolutely torched from, especially on a specific side. I think there's multiple the fuck you threes coming.
Okay. This game is in D.C., not L.A., unfortunately. Snell's sitting there thinking, I might go to that game.
Yeah.
And against the Wizards,
DC.
that'd be a great time to go see a Lakers
It'd
game.
be a perfect game.
And the Lakers probably destroy my Wizards tonight, unfortunately. The Wizards are coming off of back-to-back wins. For them, that's like winning the damn Super Bowl. So good time to fade the Wiz Kids. Good time to back the Lakers. Shout out the Wizards coming through last night on John Wall bobblehead nights. That one meant more. A lot of my buddies actually went to the game and got his sick bobblehead. I'm pretty jealous. Yeah, John Wall had a really cool bobblehead.
I could have looked great next to Kuz.
I'm sure I could hit up eBay. Those ones probably will not be cheap.
Next to Kuz. That's a crazy section we have down there, chat. I don't know.
Yeah,
they can like ever so slightly see it.
Under my elbow right here. You guys see my elbow moving?
The Kyle Kuzma, and then bring it back a little bit more so they can see Jordan Poole.
There's a little Kyle Kuzma bobble. I pick it up and show you guys, but I think they are double-sided taped to the shelf there. So, yeah, unfortunately not a game in LA, but a game that LA probably destroys my Wiz Kids coming off a loss, and with the Wizards coming off of back-to-back wins. Again, the Wizards don't want to be winning. Don't really know what they're doing right now, what their game plan is. But yeah. All right.
Yeah, they've won too much.
Yep.
We got to get back to tanking.
Dubs. All right. Get this show on ESPN already. Wouldn't that be something, Snell? Wouldn't that be something? All right, Dubs. Love this lineup. Love this 4-man on Prize Picks. I'll drop the link here as well if you guys want to tail. Here it is in the Twitch. Okay. Awesome. Can we pull up some Pikkit splits?
Would love
Check out some of these games. Appreciate Jordan Dunn getting involved as well on a 30-stream streak. W. Jordan Dunn. Awesome. Any golf right now, Goots? Any long shots? Any plays you like? Maybe Max Grazerman?
My outrights aren't looking good. Grazerman, yeah, not a bad player.
How's he doing? I faded him.
Grazerman? He hasn't started yet.
Okay.
What about Brooks Koepka to make the cut? I heard Josh out there talking about Brooks Koepka to make the cut.
I doubt you want to take that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, so I mean,
I love Brooks Koepka, but
you can maybe fade it. I don't know what the odds are.
It'd be like minus 200 probably.
Yeah.
Fortunately. But he has to get to -1 apparently at the minimum. He's +1 right now.
Yeah, he was +1 yesterday.
Okay. Okay, not a great start for Mr. Brooks Koepka, a guy who I am rooting for. I saw an interview of him talking about why he's coming back to the PGA. He talked about how he's fallen in love with the sport again, and he wants to be competitive. He wants to play against the best. And that's coming from a guy who has had some takes that have been the opposite of that. Younger on in his career, a guy who's, you could make an argument. You could say he's trying to be too cool. You could say he's trying to be too nonchalant. I mean, the guy won a bunch of majors. He could do and say whatever he wants. But after a couple of years, flying under the radar down there in the Live, I think Brooks probably missed some good competition. He missed, playing in a couple of these bigger tournaments in the PGA. And, I think he's kind of backing up his words by taking all these, different pay cuts and incentive cuts. And he's not able to make any money off of the PGA investment program that they do where they own stock in the PGA. If you play on the tour, he's willing to give that all up just to get back on the tour. I hope more guys do this next year. I'm assuming Brooks is the only one that's going to do it this year. Else he probably already know.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Reed's trying to.
Patrick Reed's trying to squeeze?
Yeah.
Okay. And honestly, I know people have thoughts about Patrick Reed, but we want more golfers, and I don't even care what league it is, to be honest. We just want a bunch of good golfers playing in all these tournaments together. Okay, I'm tired of seeing Jaeger and Grazerman and Lower and Power up in the standings for a golf tournament. I'm sure those guys are all unbelievable. I'm sure they're great guys. But I want to see the GOATs. I want to see the GOATs. I want to see Bryson. I want to see Brooks. I want to see Cam Smith. I want to see Patrick Reed in these tournaments with the PGA guys. I want to see PGA tournaments on Sundays. I want to rot on my couch. I want to look up at the TV. I want to see all the GOATs. And that's coming from me, contrarian. If I'm thinking that, I'm sure you guys are too. All right,
Patrick Reed's a loser, yes, but you can't deny that he moved up in the world golf rankings just playing in the majors and live. So
Crazy. Yeah, he's a baller.
and they don't get ranking points playing on live.
Yeah.
They only get them when they play in the majors.
Crazy.
And he moved up 10 spots.
Yeah, he's a baller.
Sounds like Hemi.
Kind of a scumbag, but he's a baller. I want to see him back on the tour as well. Okay.
Sounds like Hemi.
Side note, I think I would shoot a 140 on this course.
Is this the hard one?
Torrey Pine's a behemoth. I mean, both courses are hard for casual players.
Well, I know that. Is this? I assume this is not the handout course.
Yes, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, Cody, was he not on the Ryder Cup team too, or no?
Patrick Reed?
Yeah.
No, he was not this year,
No.
but he has been.
Penn State, Grand Canyon, Missouri State, Dead Larry Bird. I like it. All right.
Love to talk about that Grand Canyon. Get there.
Yeah.
That one's an interesting.
Let's check some NBA splits. I honestly want to see the splits in the Wizards game and see if people are buying into the WizKids. Maybe people are not buying into the Lakers. I mean, I'd be shocked to see them as a public team, but I want to check it out.
Yeah, I mean it's still Luka and LeBron against the Wizards, so I'd be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, still getting a bunch of bets.
Yeah,
That's probably part of the
About
reason
what I
why they're
assume.
moving from 7.5 to 9.5 favorites.
To be honest, 30% is still probably even more than I would think
Okay.
against the Lakers.
Richie, I think Rav is going to the Waste Management Open.
Yeah.
To go make some content. Yeah, the Waste Management Open is sick. It's so much fun to go to. It's more like a party than it is going to a golf event, to be honest. It's not the best tournament to actually watch the golfers unless you're rich and you have one of those suites on one of the par threes. Either way, it's still a once in a lifetime opportunity. If you're a fan of golf, you should go and just feel the vibes. People screaming, a lot of energy for a golf tournament, which is not typically common whatsoever. It's almost like going to church. Typically, when you're going to a golf tournament, very different. Very different for the Waste Management. Is that one coming up as well? Isn't that one of the first tournaments of the
Super
year?
Bowl weekend. Yeah,
Super Bowl
it's
weekend.
next week.
Sure. Yeah, the suites are crazy, but they're worth it. They're worth it if you could finesse in there. All right, let's check out the splits in Portland and the Knicks. Jovan is on Portland on the spread here, and I'm also seeing them down to 7.5. So that's a good sign. That's what you have?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, all right. Good to see the Knicks public. Shocker. Okay. W the Bolton getting involved here. Been tailing the Fade Krabs account. I'm up millions. Yeah, you could just fade my plays too. They've been dog shit. They've been absolutely dog shit. So good on you. I'm glad somebody's making money, Bolton. My plays have been terrible, unacceptably bad. And I'm honestly pretty embarrassed and pissed off about it. So yeah, great work. Good job fading. I'm happy you're making coins. Let's look at these splits in the Brooklyn-Utah game. Want to see what people are betting on in that game? People are betting on Brooklyn. Huh.
Somebody dropped a
Interesting.
whale on
Both
the
money line
spread and
spreads.
ML. Somebody's got Nukenheimer
Damn.
deployed. Could
Okay.
be you.
Yeah, Knob Pods have been carrying Godsent. They've been way better than the squad rides, that's for sure. I would tail those. I would tail those puppies right now until we figure it out. We can't figure it out. We're going to try again tonight. Okay? They've been carrying. I think they're 10-3 or something like that. Very impressive. Happy for those boys. Okay? All right. Yeah, Landon, I don't have the energy, man. I'm trying to put all my energy into finding winners and figuring out this cold streak. I don't have time to worry about that shit. Or other people who are mooching off of other people.
It's just
Okay.
like the Trent dude. That dude's already talking about hanging it up on the feed. The second Krabs hits wagers, it'll be crickets and same thing. It's a cycle of life.
I personally don't, worry about what other people are doing. I worry about myself. That's the only way. So I'm not really worried about what other people are doing. I'm worried about myself and the show and the squad ride. Okay? That's all I have the time and effort for at this point. Okay? Awesome. Let's go ahead and take a peep at some college basketball splits. I think that's it on the NBA. Only one NHL game. I don't have a play in it, to be honest. Wish I did.
No.
Tried. Don't have a play in it. Not going to force it.
Probably CBJ. But
Okay.
I'm not laying that.
Okay.
Could be late piece out.
All right. Awesome. Let's look at Princeton Cornell splits. Let's see if people are betting on the Big Reds. No, they're not. They're betting on Princeton. Nice. Awesome. Let's look at Michigan splits. Michigan State. Let's see what people are betting on in the game of the night.
Game of literal decade and Michigan State. Shocker.
So all the people saying Michigan's fake sharp. Everybody's betting on Michigan. Michigan's the Twitter play of the day. The data does not agree. Sparty's a public dog on Izzo's birthday.
Let's check it out.
Like my chances on the Wolverines in this game. Let's hope they can cover for the first time in a month. Okay?
Would be goated.
Honestly, they don't even need to. They just need to win.
Yeah, can be a 1-point game. We've seen that happen plenty.
Yep. Awesome. What about Dayton and St. Louis? I want to see if there's any action on that over. Looks like a pretty easy over to click on paper. So curious to see if people are taking that over. Oh, they're nuking the under. Nice.
Goodies.
Cool.
Right with it.
That's crazy. All right. And then one more game in college. Let's look at UNLV. I know you're taking first half, so we don't have the exact data there, but very, very curious to see what people are betting on in this game. And yeah, shocker. Oh, it is. Yeah.
Does it actually change? There's no way there's that many.
Click on full and see if it's a
It's
different
probably
money
still-
amount.
Yeah. But still, the sentiment's there.
Yep. Nevada has been playing better of late, that's for sure, but are they good? I don't really think so. Don't love their roster this year. UNLV showing some heart in their first year under the new coach in the new program. Coming off of back-to-back losses, though. It'd be a good time to get in, get out, and back them first half. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
You know, I was sneaky when I was labbing for squares in Nevada's last game. I didn't realize they're a top 20 team in the country shooting threes.
Wow.
Which is incredibly surprising because they don't shoot very many of them. They're like, they're by the numbers, like I think the most efficient team from behind the line in college basketball, just because they're that high up and they shoot like the 20th least in college basketball. So I don't know. In a game like this where UNLV wants to play more of run fast, shoot threes, wouldn't it be something if those numbers fell off a little bit?
That would be something.
Early.
That would be something. Yep. We checked the Mount St. Mary's St. Peter splits. This is a big game today in the MAC. Big game today in the MAC. Our Mount St. Mary's Sharp Snacks in the chat says, Krabs, I like St. Peter's tonight, unfortunately, against the Mounts. I agree. Although, so does the public. So does the public. Big game for the Mounts that's playing better right now. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. Shout out to Mount. They're playing a St. Peter's team that's coming off a loss, but before that, they were on fire. They're one of the best teams in the MAC this season. And the Mount already beat St. Peter's at home, pulled off an upset already this season. Now they got to go to St. Peter's and beat them for a second time this year. That's going to be tough. Tough to beat a team twice, especially when that second matchup is on the road. The line says it's St. Peter's. The line says it's got to be St. Peter's from -6.5 to -7.5. Has to be St. Peter's. Has to be the Peacocks. I will not be backing the Mounts. Will not be backing the Mount. This game, but I will be rooting for them. This is a big game for them. This is on ESPNU.
Game V on.
National TV. Good to see the MAC getting some respect. Not the MAC. The MAC. 2 ways. Good to see them getting some respect and getting some TV time tonight. Okay? Big time game on ESPNU tonight. Check out the Mount. Hopefully they're wearing the baby blues.
Speaking of Krabs teams, Duke Hokies line us out.
Really? Can I take a guess?
Take a guess. Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow at 11 a.m. And we'll be sweating for that. We'll be here for that. We'll probably fire up sweats for that game. Okay? So we are going to sweat tomorrow afternoon, guys. We'll be here in the office sweating. Okay? So VT has actually beaten Duke 5 of the last 7 times Duke has come to Castle Coliseum. I was there for one of those when Zion was still in college. Now he was soft and he was always hurt. He didn't play in that game. He was on the bench with a cast on his foot. But we actually upset them and we stormed the court. So we've had good success against Duke at Castle, at home. The last 7 games, they've won 5 outright. That's the Hokies we're talking about here, not UVA, not UNC. That's Virginia Tech,
The Hokies.
who owns Duke at home. We got our freshman center, Gerdak, talking about how this place has been kind of cursed for Duke over the years. Don't know why he's saying that out loud before the game. That's stupid. But he's saying it. He's pretty confident. If I had to guess what the spread was, I would say Duke is minus 5.5.
Boy, do I have news for you.
Well, Javon's going to be happy because he likes to hate watch, so it's probably 9.5.
I don't like to hate watch unless I'm betting against them.
It's probably 9.5.
10.5.
Wow.
Unless I have a wager against
Cash
VT. I do not enjoy. I like to see you get one, Krabs.
Cash it.
Hasn't Duke been just
Great.
a covering machine lately?
Yeah, they cover and they beat
Yeah.
everybody. Yep. Lorenzo Nova, I believe Trent will be on the next stream right after this.
They've covered 4 straight.
We got the Yap right after this. Okay. Trent and Rav are on the next stream in 34 minutes.
Oh, I knew it was soon. I didn't know there was a game in between, though. I was about to say, well, I know they have a pretty big game on the horizon here, but they play BC on Tuesday. That's the game right before UNC.
Mm.
I thought you were going to have a look-ahead spot there, but could not.
Mm.
Dude, I mean, we're going to have to bet on Boston College.
Oh,
That might be nuck.
is Quentin Post coming back?
QP coming back. Honestly, the better of the two might be Q's going into UNC before that game, or the Duke game next weekend.
Krabs,
That might be the one.
I'll say, Krabs, I really want to take the Hokies.
On Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a boatload of points, Scoots. I'm seeing 11.5s popping up now, too.
It's not about the line. I just think they're going to show a shit ton of heart.
I
It
hope
might
so,
just
man.
show hard.
I think Neo could show up,
God, he's been so bad,
even
man.
though he's a DoorDash driver. I think he could show up.
Neo's been terrible.
I will say some of the squares are very converting. I'm seeing up now, including Ben Hammond.
They've been Hammond squares up right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They got, I think, a near full platter for VT Duke.
Wow. Awesome. Kent State splits. Honestly, yeah, I would love to look at those real quick. I do like Akron laying a big number in that game against Kent State, but I want to see the splits. A lot of people betting on Kent State spread. Look at that. Yep, just as I suspected. Kind of like Akron. Laying a big old number at home. 11.5-point faves against a team with a similar record. People are taking Kent State with the points. I think Akron probably rolls.
The Zips. How about it?
Yep. Awesome. What about Georgia Southern? I mean,
That game is just. That's the early game of the day. Them and ULM.
I would lead probably ULM, but Georgia Southern's catching 4 points of steam, so.
Fast team.
And they have not covered in a month. Damn. Okay. That's a pretty big number for a road team to be laying. I switch my pick. I go Georgia Southern there.
Okay.
I go Georgia Southern there on the road.
Okay.
Awesome.
Wow. We have some big lines dropping tomorrow.
Mm.
I guess you're not doing Crab Chapter tomorrow because we'll be sweating.
No, I'm going to do it before.
Okay.
Yep.
Show some heart.
Yep.
We'll have some game to talk about.
Good. Very excited for this slate tomorrow. Could be a really good slate. All right, what else do we have to go over for today? We could try to craft up a prize picks lineup. We could. Why am I getting a call from Towson, Maryland, Goots?
Nah.
Should I answer it?
You won.
House in Maryland.
Hello? Okay.
Towson Tigers basketball team.
If you bet on Towson
Colin.
Tigers, you're entitled to financial compensation.
I think you have the wrong number. We didn't put in a maintenance request.
Teacher.
Nah.
What an idiot.
Maintenance request from Towson.
What an idiot.
That's
Okay.
just.
After I bet on Towson last night, that just pisses me off so much, dude.
Yeah,
That was just
Horrific.
ASIM.
Why am I getting calls from Towson?
I don't know.
Horrific. That's just a smack in the face after last night.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Literally getting trolled by some sort of apartment worker in Towson.
No, man.
Awesome. Providence, Villanova. Let's check out those splits.
Robinville. That could be a sneaky good game.
People are betting on Providence. I'm shocked.
That's a lot of points.
Hmm.
I mean, Providence has shown they can punch up a little bit. I will say my immediate thought is definitely with all of the, I guess, punching up that they have done against some of the better teams, including UConn twice, getting 8.5's a lot. I know the game was a 6-point game when Villanova went to Providence and won that game. So, I mean, didn't cover this number, of course, and that was a 2.5 spread. That seems like a lot of points. That gives me Pacific Portland vibes.
Okay. Awesome. I don't know if there's any other college games that were looking at me that funny.
Not really much. It's a classic Friday slate with the MAC, MAAC, I guess, and the regular MAC. And then what? The couple.
Oh, let's look
premier
at
games
Grand
of the day.
Canyon.
Oh yeah, the Grand Canyon game.
Look at Grand Canyon and Boise. I kind of like Grand Canyon coming off a loss.
Yeah. I don't know. This game, it's weird for a couple different reasons. A, I think they're about to get multiple guys back today from that game who didn't play. B, the line in the game is a carbon copy of the San Diego State game that they won at home that was the last game they played at home in insane fashion. I mean, I don't know how Boise State, regardless of what the injury situation, is only getting a 1.5 in this one. That one's really weird to me. Plus, again, like after the last 2 times they're at home, I guess you can include the one before that, it was a big win against Utah State. This team has been lights out at home. It's a tough place to play. Boise State really hasn't been all that impressive. So it seems really easy to me for GCU at home.
Okay. Probably stay off that one. Any thoughts on Sister Jean versus VCU? VCU starting to heat up here.
I mean, finger is hovering over just the drop knock button in that game. Maybe a little too easy in the square for me to take it, but
yeah,
just I don't know how they score with VCU, to be honest with you. Which, I mean, it's not reinventing the wheel. Sister Jean, that team is god awful.
Yeah.
Just horrid.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. All right. Let's check the splits in the hockey game tonight. I want to check the splits on the ice.
Game of nights. Only game of nights.
Only game on the ice tonight.
In Chicago.
Under's getting some bets. I'm surprised.
Yeah. I mean, gun to my head, I'd probably take the under.
Yeah, same. You got Columbus coming off of 2 straight overs. You got Chicago coming off of 4 overs in their last 5. They've been getting mucked up recently. They haven't been winning, really. They've lost 4 in a row. Columbus has won 4 of their last 5. They're playing pretty good hockey right now.
Yeah, ever since they fired their coach, they've been on a little run here.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought about taking Chicago on a cold streak. I thought about taking the under, but I didn't want to force anything on the ice. So I ended up just staying off. I'd say I'd probably lean the under in the Blackhawks to stop the bleeding after 4 straight L's. Also, shout out the Caps last night, finally getting a big-time win.
Dude,
in
that was
shootout.
Incredible. Incredible win by the super shorthanded Caps.
Goalie got hurt in overtime, sucked it up for the shootout, ended up winning the shootout.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive win.
That
W
was
Caps.
insane nuck droppage. And they play the Canes tomorrow.
Ooh.
That could be a great letdown spot. But I guess Canes are also in a pretty big letdown spot. I don't know if you caught that game. Comeback of a year last night. That was
I'm
nuts.
assuming these games this weekend, the last games these guys play until the break?
No, there's, I think, through a week from today. I think it's Thursday or Friday next week.
Okay.
Then the break starts. Can double check that though.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a couple of games left.
We got about a week left.
Yeah, just
Cool.
about.
Cool.
Yeah,
All
last
right.
games before the break are Thursday.
Ron, bro, please hit me up with a winner. Please. Hit my DMs, bro. All right. WTTV, CJJ getting involved on a 7-stream streak, a week straight. Hopping in all the streams. WTTV, CJJ. Appreciate you, boss.
Wow.
Dubs. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Should we try to craft up a prize picks lineup for tonight?
Wouldn't mind that at all.
Okay. Let's craft up a prize picks lineup for tonight. There is a goals allowed square up on the board. Mr. Elvis
Nah.
is up for 2.5 goals allowed. Now, I'm not sprinting to take it, but we could.
It is an option.
Krabs, would you have faded Elvis under platinum albums?
Yeah, that'd probably be in that fade group.
Yeah.
Elvis less than 9.5 Grammys.
Yeah, something like that.
Dude.
Yeah.
I can in the culture section. Krabs would have a
Although
field day.
He didn't have the longevity though, Goots.
No, he died on the toilet.
Yeah, you think that was true?
No, it's true.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Were you there?
I was there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's just it's just unbelievable.
Brutal. I felt like that before, like I was gonna die on the toilet, but it's never happened.
Okay.
That was post
TMI.
post the one chip challenge.
Yeah. Straight up.
People forget about that one.
Yeah, somebody put that in the chat for punishment on the wheel. I'm not doing that again. That one chip messed up my stomach for a week straight. Week
Yeah,
straight.
That one's actually just.
It was brutal, dudes. I don't even think I'm still the same after that one chip challenge. You know, everybody blames everything on COVID. I'm just going to blame all my problems on the one chip.
The one chip.
Okay. All right, we'll come back to this Elvis Square. See what we're crafting up here.
Yeah, where do we go? Where do we start here? Start in the professionals.
Yeah, we can start in the NBA.
Start in the professionals.
Another game I liked the under in is this Toronto and Orlando game with the total down to 219.5. And if you look at the pop tab, 4 of the first 5 squares are in that game.
Really?
You got a completely green RJ Barrett rebounds and assists square. You got Scotty Barnes rebounds and assists, 13 green square. You got Paulo, your guy Paolo, 23.5 points on the pop tab. You got Colin Murray Boyles. You go to South Carolina?
Yeah.
Gamecock?
CMB, Gamecock.
Okay. Up for 2.5 assists, Demon.
That's a hell of an assortment of squares.
Yeah. I don't know. It definitely makes me feel good about the under that I like in the game.
Yeah.
We could take Colin Murray Boyles less than. Is there like an assist combo we could take a less than on? Rebounds and assists. Rebounds is not that great.
Yeah, not incredibly green.
I was hoping to be able to fade something for him, being the most popular square for his assists, but I don't know if I'm feeling that rebounds assist combo.
And I don't know if I'd really want to fade his rebounds against the Magic.
Okay. Could take Mitchell Robinson less than rebounds against Portland.
That would be something. That would also probably really be hurt with Denny potentially not playing in that game.
Okay.
If that were to happen.
Okay.
I wouldn't be running to that exactly.
Okay.
Trying to think of you guys that I not mind fading.
Anybody in
First
the
looks.
tennis world in the chat? Anybody down here in the chat know anything about Sabalenka? Got a completely green fantasy score.
I mean, yeah, she's the number 1 player in the world.
Completely green fantasy score. She's going against Elena Rybakina.
Rybakina. Yeah.
Completely green fantasy that we could sweat out at 2:30 a.m.
I don't know about taking that, Krabs.
Jeez. Goots is out.
Samurai says not a bad fade spot, to be fair.
Finland 210.
Mm.
ASM in chat, maybe?
Lancer said Rybakina is my GOAT. Lancer, what do you think about that square? Sabalenka less than 17.5 fantasy score.
Odd. Could be Epoch.
Finland 210 hates it. I'm biased. I have a Rybakina future. Okay. Well,
A lot of Rybakina love.
Sabalenka's the new Serena. Wow.
Pretty much.
Kind of want to take that less than.
Dude, literally getting Krabs fired up, chat. This is exactly what he wants to hear.
Danny said you can't fade Saba, man. Why not?
Enlighten us on the revenge match. Finland 210.
I would assume that just means she already lost.
Did Rybakina beat her last time they played or something? That'd be some good info. These two haven't dropped a set in the tourney yet. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy talk. And I'm taking that less than fantasy score, respectfully. I don't really care what anyone says. I'm taking that less than fantasy score. I should probably just pair it with Judge less than home runs.
It's just tennis is a different beast, Krabs.
Is
But-
it though?
Dude,
Yeah.
these pop squares just don't hit. in
Well,
tennis.
this one has hit 5 straight times.
I don't think it was up on the pop tab.
This
I've been
be
looking
the
this
shuffle.
I mean,
Wait.
it is a little low. It is the final. If it goes to 3 sets, I mean, maybe you'll. Cash it?
Sabalenka's had the Patriots schedule to get here.
That's kind of true.
If you fade, you'll be the only person and losing. I mean, you guys are getting me freaking fired up here.
Yeah, these Krabs is increasing units every comment.
I'm not guessing tennis, bro. I literally told Goots to fade his play the other night. It smacked. It was the more than total games
Yeah.
in
Zverev and Musetti. Who was he playing? I don't know why I'm blanking on who it was. No, it wasn't Musetti. It was a Zverev match.
The one before that.
Yeah, the one before that. I'm blanking on who he was playing.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I know shit. But I do watch the Grand Slams in tennis.
You're definitely more tapped in than me.
I'm not necessarily betting on it constantly. So
Yeah.
I might not be the right guy for you, but fading Sabalenka just ekes me in a different way.
Yeah. She's goated. Let's just hope she has a bad day. Okay.
Hope she has.
Razorman 1 over. Huge.
Oh, let's go.
Okay. Well, it's lower solely because it's her toughest matchup. She's only minus 165, and she's the next Serena. She's losing.
You're gonna get Krabs to fade on the books.
She's losing. This slam has been so chalky besides the men's semis.
Well, yeah.
Are you fading Alcaraz in the finals? That I probably won't do. He's
Yeah.
just too cracked. And
Well, she's
Djokovic
cracked
is-
too. She's similar to Alcaraz.
Yeah. She might be better.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm taking that square, and that could be a solo mish if you guys don't want to get involved, but I'm taking that square. So keep that in mind. Let's look at the NBA. Let's try to find a square. Is there a less than we could take in this Orlando and Toronto game, Jovan? Is there a less than points we could take in this Orlando and Toronto game? I think that's an under type of game. And if not, we could try to take another under in the Nets game tonight, or the Clippers and Nuggets game tonight with that super low total. I know we already have Tim Hardaway less than in the Sharp report, but we could also probably find something in that game too.
Yeah. Or could even throw a potential third under game in there,
Okay.
or under script for a square.
Okay.
Pistons Warriors potentially.
Yeah, that total's dropping as well. Okay.
The Pistons they play everybody straight up.
Mm.
So I've pretty religiously you fade all the shooters
Okay.
that are role players against the Pistons a lot. So this game probably has to be Steph taking 55 threes, and there's a lot of green charts for the Will Richards, the Guy Santos, the Moses Moody's of the world.
Okay. Let's take a peep. Al Horford. Hate fade now.
That's the one I probably wouldn't take just because he's the big and they probably want to get Duran out of the paint.
Okay.
But the rest of the guys are all very similarly green, probably for that reason.
I mean, Guy Santos is looking at me funny. Guy Santos is coming off of 30 combined points in his last 2 games. Guy Santos is up for 5.5 points. Also, who the hell is Guy Santos? Who is Guy Santos?
Guy Santos, Hemi, dude.
Well, we're fading him tonight. Taking his less than 5.5 points.
Who is that?
I've never seen that guy in my entire life.
Not
He's got to be a rookie.
once.
No, he's been in the league a couple of years, I'm pretty sure.
Where did he go to college?
That I could not tell you.
He definitely did not go to college.
Guy Santos. He's got to be from Brazil.
Guy Santos.
Yeah, I'm him. He's from Brazil.
Vegas guy.
Yeah. He didn't
Yeah.
attend college.
Third year in the league.
Yeah,
Vegas
he
guy,
was
Guy.
drafted out of the MBB, Brazilian Basketball League.
Golly Guy.
My golly.
Guy is a Brazilian name.
He's been getting some serious minutes recently,
Yeah. They are
which is
a
crazy.
little injured, I guess, which is part of it. But yeah, it's a tough matchup
This
tonight.
dude averages 4 points a game. He's been splooging recently. Could be a good time to sell high on Guy.
Great time to sell high on Krabs' new favorite player.
All right. Well, I was just thinking his points, but let me
Stakes
look.
points, dude.
Let me see what they got up for Guy.
Los Santos Customs.
Yeah, they don't have any normal rebounds or assist squares. I think we just take the points.
Yeah.
Less than 5.5 points. After he's been splooging, I mean, shout out Guy. He's been on an absolute tear. 16 against Utah, 11 against Minnesota. Fun stops tonight, Guy. Party's over, Guy. Door's that way.
Door is literally that way.
Okay. All right. Are we putting Elvis in here? Less than goals allowed?
You want to put Elvis in here? Is it giving you the?
I kind of like Chicago, so I'm not pressed to put it in.
Yeah. I'd be fine leaving goals allowed out.
Okay.
Tell Guy to shut the door on the way out.
Yeah, shut that shit. Is there a college basketball square we can maybe add to this puppy?
Yeah. There's definitely they just put
Is that Jamie or Jones?
no way there's a guy named Spud Webb, just with 2 D's on Georgia Southern. Spud with 2 D's. They just loaded
16 and a half points, bro.
Is he like legit Spud Webb? That's unbelievable.
You think it's his son?
Yeah, maybe. Talk about a me guy move if that's his son, saying you're just gonna I'm not even gonna name you Spud Webb Jr., you're just gonna be Spud with 2 D's. SPUDD. They just put squares up for that game, squares up for Kent State Akron too.
They are not related.
And some more squares up for SLU.
They are not related whatsoever. Also, this guy is a foot taller than the OG Spud Webb. OG Spud Webb was 5'6".
Yeah, he was
And he won the dunk contest.
small as paw.
Yeah.
My good golly. That's got to be a created player. Simply has to be.
Yeah, but I don't want to fade him because they're catching so much steam. I kind of like him today.
I know. That was just the first square on the board that
Right.
hadn't been up there before. So I was like, what the hell is this?
Is there somebody in this Dayton game that we could take a lesson on?
It's just taking a look and getting at those. Could be Robbie.
Coming off a game winner.
Game of Eon.
He's such a me guy, though.
He is.
Is Shane Montgomery also a me guy?
Huge me guy. Have a bunch of the shooters up for super low lines. Trey Green coming off of Game of Years.
You could fade Trey Green. Tried to fade him last time. We ended up staying off. I mean, it would have been cake either way, whether we faded Trey Green or Robbie
Yeah.
last time over the weekend. Could fade Trey Green against Dayton, against those big guards.
Could be it, as long as he's not Curry. That'd be fantastic. 2.5 square, though. It's a gob.
I mean, he's made 11 threes in his last 2 games.
Yeah, I wasn't saying
15 threes in his last 3 games.
I wasn't saying that it shouldn't be a gob, but when we were discussing it last game, it was at the normal square. And this is probably a tougher matchup, at least on paper.
Kind of like his less than points.
I wouldn't hate that. You could sneak Cam Boozer into the slip as well for tomorrow morning.
Speed it up a little here, too.
Yeah. We could also just send a 3-man, but I wouldn't mind looking for a 4th real quick.
I mean, this could always be your systems of slide in a late square for tomorrow's games.
Guy Santos, Trey Green, Sabalenka. Yeah. We could fade Paolo, who's on the pop tab.
Yeah, shout out Paolo. He's been squirting.
I'd be down for that.
Squirting.
Be down for that. Make it a 4-man.
Yeah, I have no problems.
Okay. I'll drop the link if you guys want to tail. Here's the link if you guys want to tail. He's been squirting. Yep, you heard him right.
Squirting.
Yep. Guy Santos. Our legacy comes down to Mr. Guy Santos tonight.
Guy Santos. You're not that guy, pal.
Golly Guy.
Not that guy.
Golly Guy Santos is not that guy, pal. He's not that guy. All right. Let's go ahead and craft up a squad ride. Dudes, do me a favor if you're around, if you're local, run that shit. I'm trying to see that train. Michigan money line.
Awesome, man.
Nets plus 2.5.
Toss it in. Shout out Igor.
Dayton St. Louis under.
Okay.
UNLV first half plus 4.5.
Wow. Love those options.
4 plays, 4 winners, 5 minutes. 4 plays, 4 winners, 5 minutes. Michigan ML. The Nets plus 2.5. We got Dayton St. Louis under 152.5. And UNLV first half plus 4.5. Hurry up, go, go, go. The poll is out. The links are in the chats. W Goots.
That is tickling.
Can we please cash a squad rides? Get involved. Okay, get your votes in. You got 5 minutes to lock in your vote. Hurry up, go, go, go. Michigan ML, Nets plus 2.5. Dayton St. Louis under, and UNLV first half plus 4.5. A big putt from Brooks Koepka here for Eagle.
For Eagle?
Got to put this in 2-putt territory.
Is this water?
Oh, a terrible putt.
Oh, my God.
Wow,
Worst putt of the
awful.
Worst putt of eon.
Almost hit it off the
Damn
green.
near off the green.
Wow.
Thank you, Brooks.
Brooks might be washed.
Dude, who's this lower, dude?
Great golf name.
Yeah, I mean, best
Lower.
golf name I've ever seen. Lower.
Got to win this tournament.
I mean, I would assume he's 10 under. It's probably got to be the handout course.
I don't know how they're doing that. And he's only through 2 holes, so he just started his
so then he
round
probably
today.
played the handout course.
He probably played handout course yesterday, had a field day. And then today he's probably on the harder one.
Yeah, that would
Probably
make
does.
sense. That would make sense.
I'm assuming a lot of these people at the top of the leaderboard are probably playing the harder course today
Yeah,
because they splooged yesterday.
makes
Maybe
sense.
not all, but probably most.
Makes sense.
Get those votes in chat. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Michigan ML, Nets plus 2.5. Dayton St. Louis under. And UNLV first half plus 4.5. Get those votes in. Get them in.
Certainties.
Get them in.
Certainties.
Getting texts from fancy people in my baseball league asking about Hadley. They know what's up.
Wow.
You should make those trades, Goose.
They know what's
Probably
up.
don't want to sell high or sell low on him.
If I
No, you should.
if I can get Bregman, maybe.
Whoa.
Maybe.
Good luck.
Whoa. Do you have Basalo on your dynasty team?
I do not know.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. Couldn't draft him.
I am shocked.
I mean, I'm in a
dudes.
league with a bunch of Orioles fans, so that he went pretty early in the draft.
Yep.
Krabs, what if I told you stolen base category has a new member on Prize Picks?
Who'd that be?
Nassim Nunez.
Wow.
30 and a half.
He's a backup infield.
He's got the same number as CJ.
I don't get that, man. Are they thinking CJ maybe gets traded and he ends up starting at short this year?
I don't know. Maybe he plays some second now.
Play some second. I mean, they could end up moving Luis Garcia over to first. They've been talking about it.
I mean, shit.
We don't have a first baseman
Yeah.
right now. So
Might as
they end
well.
up doing
Reese
that.
Hoskins.
Would love if they signed him. Would love if they signed anybody.
I think that's just a perfect fit.
That is such a Nats fit.
I would love if they signed a singular player.
Didn't get Jim tickled by Dick Lovelady.
No. Like, that's not how we're going to fix this bullpen or this team, by signing Dick Lovelady.
That's
Great
a
name.
horrid signing.
Great name.
He's
I'm
one
sure
of the
a
worst
great
pitchers
guy.
I've ever seen lace him up in the MLB.
Hey, there's meat.
Meat, dude.
Thanks, Branks. I've not been keeping up with the CFL signings, Mindle. I've not.
Can't say I have either.
I've not, but very curious. Have you seen any Hokies getting drafted, or
Any hooks.
let me know.
Any Hokies. Lace them up.
Let me know. Get those votes in. Last call if you want to lock in your squad ride vote.
Oh, they got a lot of Nats up now.
Last call.
Even Dalen
Okay.
Lyle on the board.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Is
Get those
Gunner up?
votes
Can
in.
you check Gunner's up for me?
He's definitely. He's
Dude,
not up.
Why?
Still?
They just haven't got to
crazy.
the Orioles team.
That doesn't make any
OG
sense.
yet.
They're trying to figure out how high they want to put him because they're going to be buzzing.
Probably. Looking like it's going to be Michigan on the ML chat. They're absolutely dominating the poll.
Dominating.
Absolutely dominating the poll. W Ron, W Vibes. Appreciate you, Beast. Hope you have a great weekend as well. Yeah, Dubs. Let's cash the squad ride tonight, chat. Please. It's going to be the Wolverines. Michigan as a favorite on the road on Tom Izzo's birthday. W play. W squad ride vote. All right, let's lock in. Let's please hit a squad ride play tonight.
This is the one.
This is the one.
The one Rav.
Yep, very excited to have the Fake Sharps on the Bookit channel.
Huge
Boston
W's.
Sports Store. Very excited for that. Okay.
Huge dubs.
Squad Ride Michigan ML. We appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. Check out the Bookit BTLX for the King of the Board play. Okay. And we'll catch you guys on Monday. Same time, same place. We'll be.
We'll bet.
Peace. Go to the bathroom.